Hello and welcome back to Reddit Insanity. We are number 29. I got a couple more Today I Fucked Ups, along with a couple of retail stories for you.
Retail, you son of a bitch.
I see these get a rise out of no way, so I thought I'd bring some more up here. Mostly the balloon one.
Blue one drove me to madness.
First one is by Federal Fisherman's 510.
Damn. He went all sorts of alliteration.
Yeah. This person puts, just got off an 8-hour closing shift and kind of need to vent. During the last hour or so of my shift, a lady walks into the store. I greet her, of course. Hi there, how are you? I don't even think she even responded. It just was silent and said, fine. Either way, I had acknowledged her presence and made sure to pay attention if she picked up any clothes to try on so I could get her to the fitting room.
I remember actually the way she reacted. This woman had come over, this young girl, well, not a young woman, not a girl, and she asked where the birthday candles are. I'm like, they're at the last aisle. She leaves. Then later on, she comes into my line, and I ring up her stuff. And then she's getting her stuff, and I get the next customer, and I say hi to the next customer. And she's like, she was being joking and smiling. She's like, oh, you didn't say hello to me. I'm like, oh, we already, interacted, so I thought it'd be kind of weird. That's in my mind. It's weird to say hello to someone I just talked to a second ago.
Right.
So I never do that. But she's like, oh, and then she walked, and I heard her just whisper, like, I guess he really does. You only get one. And I find that fucking funny. Like, yeah, you only get one. You only get one from me.
I'm Spider-Man, bitch. You get one.
She got one interaction from me, and that was it. But she said it in such a to herself, like, interesting way. So he really does only give. I never realized, but I guess I do. Like, if I interact with you one time, that's all you get from me.
Well, it's one thing, like, if you say hi whenever they come in, and then, hey, did you find everything? Like, that's still an interaction.
That's too much for me.
It's like you don't get fucking shit.
You get hello, or you get help finding something. You don't get both.
You don't get both of them. However, she picked up no product and made her way to the door. Now, I thought the interaction would end there, but suddenly she calls me over to the exit. She passively aggressively tells me...
Passively aggressively? Damn, he wrote that fucked up.
Yeah, I know. I'm reading what they wrote, so... It's not my grammar that's fucked up, it's theirs.
I want to tell something else than passively aggressively.
Tells me if I was really going to leave her without asking if she needed help. Shame on you.
That is passive aggressively.
And she just leaves.
Shame on you. Like, oh no, man, please, we're about to go broke without your sale.
Needless to say, I was baffled by this and asked my coworker if I was rude or didn't greet the customer, to which she said that she had heard me very politely greet them. Perhaps I could have been more attentive and proactive while she was in the store, but I was trying to fix my work email account and she didn't seem confused or lost. I guess I'm just baffled that some customers seem to take offense to the strangest things
they do
and seem to make problems where there are none.
They really do.
I would have, of course, helped her if she really needed me to. But clearly, if she needed it, she would have said so, since she had no problem going out of her way to insult me.
Some people insult you for no fucking reason.
Clear to me. Oh, so it's like that, huh? It's like that, huh? You can't come over here and help me, huh?
No, not really.
I've seen that at Walmart.
That's wild.
To be fair, it's Walmart, though. So. Next one is by Foxy Lady 315.
Foxy Lady, that's a dude.
No. More than likely. All right, this person puts, so for the last dozen years or so, I have been carrying this gorgeous vintage designer bag I found online. So it's a woman, apparently. I think I bought it in 2010. I don't know why they have to add that, but they added it.
2 years after the economic collapse?
I know. I love it, and I will carry it until it falls apart. I get a ton of compliments on it, and it also caused this one crazy story.
Uh-oh.
I spent 3 years working in an Ivy League college town upscale clothing boutique that catered to wealthy college students and their parents and tourists. We didn't sell anything like this bag, but I suppose I can see where it would have fit in with the things that we did sell. One afternoon, I was getting ready to leave for my lunch break, and I put this vintage bag on the counter while I was putting my coat on. An expensively dressed woman who had just walked up to the counter picked up my bag and asked my coworker who was at the register and how much it was. I walked over and politely told her that it was my personal bag and it wasn't for sale. She literally snatched it out of my hands and went off on both of us. The bag was sitting on the counter. It was for sale. It was obviously much too fancy and expensive a bag for a retail loser to own, and oh, didn't we just wish we were Ivy League students like her precious babies? Which was actually funny, because I didn't work there because I needed the money. I worked there as a favor to the owner who was a friend of the family, basically as a fill-in for one of her full-time employees who had chronic illness and called in sick a lot.
Chronic illness? A lot of diarrhea, huh?
Yeah, I should blow up that shit.
Blow his head. Let me, actually, the other day, this woman came into the store. As we were in the back working on a truck, and she went into the bathroom, and then she left, and she like, they'll go in there because I blew that bitch up. Says verbatim what she fucking said to me.
Oh my God.
I was like, and I walked by there. No, it was my coworker. He's like, who hit that with the Febreze? It is strong. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near that side of the fucking store. And then my coworker, she had to go to the bathroom, right? And I lean into her like, don't go in there. You know that woman that was in here earlier acting weird? Like, yeah, she blew that bitch up. Her word when she said her words. And she's like, you serious? She was so mad. But man, some women are like, have some decorum, ma'am. Damn.
My dudes even like, there's a lot of dudes that will say shit like that.
When she went into the bathroom, she spit into the water fountain. She's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, you nasty bitch.
She's just a nasty bitch.
Yeah, just a nasty bitch.
We're a bitch with a man.
With a big old me. Fucking ruin that bucket toilet, you whore.
All right. This entitled woman probably really would have flipped if I told her that my husband was a professor at her beloved Ivy League school, and I could easily afford that bag. Thank you very much. So, yada, yada, yada. This woman just kept screaming at us. She wanted the bag so badly. She absolutely refused to believe it belonged to me. Started screaming about wanting to see the manager or the owner. And didn't believe my coworker when she informed the woman that she was the store manager. We finally told her if she didn't give the bag back to me and leave the store, we were going to call the police. She refused, so police were called.
Oh, damn. You know those rich people, they're where it's like, and they can't believe when they lose to the police. Like, what? I don't understand, but I'm rich.
Police get there. Entitled woman gets even worse and doubles down on her particular form of insanity. She tells them that it's her bag, and she had bought it in with her. She had brought it in with her, and that we were trying to steal it from her.
Damn, it was crazy.
The cop took the bag away from her and opened it up and dumped all the contents onto the counter. My cell phone, which of course I knew the passcode to and she didn't, prescription medications with my name, my checkbook, and everything else I carried on a daily basis.
What about some ID, please?
How she had failed to recognize just from the weight of the bag that there was stuff in it, I don't know. You could see the fear creeping into her face as the cop came up with one item after another that proved the bag was mine. When he got to my wallet and pulled it out, and she clearly could see my license, the woman jerked away from the second cop who had a hand on her arm and pretty much ran out of the store.
Out a taser.
I know. He's the bitch. I kind of wish they had gone after her, but apparently they didn't think the situation warranted it because they had just asked us if we considered it worth pursuing her and pressing charges.
Hell yeah, taser.
I know, I would too.
I'd love seeing people like really entitled to get tased. They make the weirdest noise. Oh, like the disbelief of the actual like what?
Sadly, in that moment, we didn't want to be bothered. We just wanted it to be over with so we could go about our day. I wish now that we had. She needed to be taught a lesson or be forced to get mental help. She wasn't the only crazy entitled customer we ever got, but she was the most memorable.
Damn. Talking about getting tasered from entitled people, this woman, I guess she was having an argument with another woman, and the cop was in between them, right? And so the woman on the porch had, I guess, called the cops to have her escorted away.
Right.
The woman that was leaving was like, whatever, bitch, I'm leaving. And then she pulls her whole fucking pants down and shows her full bare ass. And of course, that's indecent exposure. The crowd grabs for her and she's like, no, no. Like she couldn't believe she was about to get arrested. No, no, no. And she's running. And then you can see her run across the street, across the other side of a car, right? And then you hear the sound of, and she getting the shit tased out of her. I'm talking her full fucking ass cheeks in front of a cop.
And you didn't think anything was gonna happen?
And she like, he's like, yeah, she couldn't believe it. Like, no, you can't arrest me. No, no. And then she got tased.
See, karma's a bitch, and karma's a fickle bitch.
Just like Lady Luck. Lady Luck, you fickle bitch.
Next one is by let's see here. This is a _ throwaway.
What, do you count?
I guess so.
What are you, a spy? You're not that important.
Nobody really cares. This person puts, my boyfriend and I have 2 young dogs. One is a year old and the other is 7 months. Like most pet owners, I like to give them a voice. Since they act like children and I usually speak to them like they are children, because of this, I've gotten into the habit of referring to my boyfriend as daddy. But not daddy in a traditional way and certainly not in a sexy way.
Hey, cutie. Like that.
I have to do it in a Peppa Pig way.
Oh, Maya.
So I refer to him as Daddy with hard D's.
Father.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure where I got the idea from.
Isn't Peppa Pig like 7'6"? Let's move on.
But I always thought it funny and innocent way to say daddy, like a cartoon British pig. So onward with Dottie, I went.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Dottie.
Yeah, Dottie.
The other day, my boyfriend and I were getting frisky, and he was hitting all the right spots. Sometimes I call him daddy under my breath, but this time I went, yes, daddy. All seductively.
It's getting weird.
And I was instantly cringing.
Yeah, so am I.
I had hoped he wouldn't hear me in my little fuck up, but he just repeated what I said, and then he couldn't stop laughing. He was laughing so hard that he ended up laying next to me and wouldn't stop laughing. Needless to say, sexy time was indeed over. Now it's a running joke and probably will be for a while.
We broke up 2 months later.
All because she hadn't tried to sound like Peppa Pig.
He gets his dogs on the weekend.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, you know what? That makes sense. And then in the British accents.
Yeah, weird.
Out of nowhere.
That does deserve a throwaway account.
Yes, it does. Oh, shit. Next one is by Ruse Frost.
What are you, a supervillain?
I guess so. This person puts a little bit of context. I work standing for 12-hour double shifts 2 to 3 times per week.
Double shifts?
Yeah.
So 24 hours or 6? Back to back.
It might be 6. I would assume probably 6, like where it's a 12-hour double shift.
24 hours. You need to fucking go home and die.
And there's a lot of lifting in my job. So let's say that, let's just say that a visit to the chiropractor for this old lady was vastly overdue. Anyways.
Did you put old lady in parentheses?
Yeah.
That means she's not actually old. Or she is?
Probably like 40s. Anyways.
It feels old.
I get signed in and the chiropractor is super nice and wants me to be comfortable. There's a little bit of small talk, and I tell him about my back shoulder pain.
Yeah, have you seen the TikToks where it's people like, it'll be, there's all these chiropractor videos like, all right, just take a deep breath. And now they're doing like, it'll be like people working like construction, and they have like a piece of plywood, like, all right, now relax. They fucking break the whole fucking board in half. They're just mimicking chiropractors.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
She sounds so painful. The adjustment starts. He's doing the classics that I've had before, where my neck damn near breaks and then cracking up to the top of my spine. But the problem arose when he had me tilt my legs over and cracked my lower back. I would say my biggest mistake was probably the iced caramel mochaccino. Mochaccino.
Get yourself
on my way to the appointment. Additionally, the shorts I were wearing were loose and comfortable. Cut to the big low back adjustment and no way around it. I shit myself.
Of course he did. And it's anytime I hear some food, or like the big mistake was before, like I know you shit your pants.
Yes. Not only that I immediately looked down to see a trail of oozing bowel movement running down the side of my thighs as the shorts I was wearing couldn't contain the tension release, I make eye contact with my friendly young chiropractor and see a look of horror on his face.
You never chiropracted again.
I stand up and make a break for the bathroom.
Stand up and have that shit falling everywhere, you nasty.
I didn't even look back to see if I was leaving a snail trail.
She was, I can guarantee it.
Regardless, I don't think I'll be coming back to this place.
No kidding. I ruined his whole fucking day.
Now he's going to be on retail of this nasty bitch. All right. Next one is by Unoriginality.
I thought it was going to be uncut.
That's what she did. She let loose.
Uncut Johnsons. 45.
This person puts, so to provide a little context, me and my significant other have been together.
That's been a running, to provide a little context, been a running theme lately.
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking story's got to be the context. You don't need to, what's the context that you're trying to, here's the context. I'm a serial killer. That's how you tell context. It's a quick sentence.
No, they have to let you know everything.
The whole thing is not, whatever.
I know.
I think I'm exhausted.
At least I didn't tell you the ages that they put in parentheses.
Oh, they're there, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Oh, bitch.
And we do this thing when someone says something like, oh, that's broken, we immediately respond with, you're broken, etc. So whatever part of the sentence...
Are they well?
Yeah. So we're lying in bed and she asked me if I'd go get her a Band-Aid from the kitchen drawer. I brought her the empty pouch back where the Band-Aids used to be, to which she tells me that they are loose in the drawer. I immediately reply, you're loose. She's had a kid before. I realized my mistake mid-stride towards the kitchen to retrieve the aforementioned Band-Aids and come running back to my significant other, looking at me with murder in her eyes. I laughed but apologized so hard for not realizing what I implied.
You got a loose pussy is what I'm supposed to say.
She forgave me, thankfully. She seen the funny side of it, but dude, he almost fucked up. I wouldn't think that that's that big of a fuck up, though.
I can talk a woman down from murderous rage. You mad? You mad?
You sure you're mad?
You mad? You mad?
Next one is by Dingus Barry Jones.
Dingus Barry Jones. The best name I've heard so far.
This person puts,
who is that? That's our sheriff, Dingleberry Jones. The fastest draw in the West.
And this is by a woman, too.
The fastest draw, still the fastest draw in the West.
This person puts, this happened a while back, but it still haunts me. I thrift very often. I also have a very bad social anxiety and tend to be kind of bad at small talk.
Oh, and drift. He drifts, so that's what I just did. Oh, he drifts. Like, I think he thrifts. Like, he goes to thrift stores.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I thought you said it. I thought you said drift, and I heard thrift.
It is thrift.
I think I'm slowly unraveling. I'm so tired.
There was an employee that worked at my favorite Goodwill that checked me out fairly often. She was very polite.
Like sexually or like cashier-wise?
We'll assume cashier.
Okay.
She was very polite, maybe 16, 17, and kind of gave off Duggar Fuddy vibes. No.
Hey, who the fuck is
I don't
Duggar?
know. Don't know. I kept seeing cute Pinterest outfits featuring denim maxi skirts and was super excited whenever I finally found one in my size. When the cashier was checking me out, she held up the skirt and said, "This is super cute." I said, "Yeah, I love dong."
Yeah, girl. I'm so sorry. I am legit fucking delirious right now. So you like nice dong? Like, yeah, it's 9 inches. 9 inches a hog.
I was trying to say I love long denim skirts.
No, you weren't. You said I like dong. You was nothing else.
She wanted everybody to know that she likes dong. But social anxiety got the best of me and I fumbled my words. Even though I was mortified, I don't think she picked up on what I said, which was almost worse because I kept laughing to myself every few seconds. The word dong is hilarious and makes me giggle every time. It worked for you too. Not only did this poor girl, did I tell this poor girl I love dong, I proceeded to giggle to myself the whole rest of the transaction like a crazy person.
Yeah.
When I got to the parking lot, I was laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes. I called my boyfriend, and when he picked up the phone, he was nervous because he thought I was crying.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh, come on,
So did you found out, huh? That'll stop the crying. That'll stop the laughing real quick.
Last one for today. We have average baiting.
Average baiting.
Is the name.
Oh, instead of masturbating, you did average at it? I like it.
So let's start off with some details. I live with my parents, and I'm just starting to get more into self-care options, one of which was a backdoor play. So I bought a few things online, like a starting kit with a few different toys and douche, as well as a prostate massage.
There's a starting kit for anal play?
I guess.
God damn, I thought you just go raw. You learn as you go.
Now, living with my parents hasn't presented many issues, but one it definitely has is that my mother doesn't always check whose name is on the package. You already know where this is going. I forgot to let my mother know that I had a delivery because the tracking number said tomorrow. Only to come home from work today to find a box on my bed, with a note taped to it apologizing for not checking the name. The worst part is that the item on top, whenever I opened it, wasn't the starter kit that just had a company name on it, but it was a prostate massager that had a fucking image on it of what it was like on top of it. Now I'm sitting in my room, too fucking embarrassed to risk talking to her right now, because she knows that he's into butt play.
I'm gonna make sure that when I have children, that I foster a open. You can tell me anything, and I'll be like, you know what?
Well, she didn't say anything.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever fucking heard in my damn life. But I love you, son. So you.
Well, she didn't get mad at him. She said, "I'm sorry for opening your box."
Yeah, but to him, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's embarrassed. I want to foster, like, they don't have to be embarrassed about it. You can tell me anything. Where you got your dick stuck? Where? What? What? Oh, how did a faucet?
How the hell did you do that one?
What kind of magic dick do you have? So my kids never have to be embarrassed about whatever embarrassing thing they think they have to be embarrassed about.
Like,
I mean, in American Pie, Jim's dad kind of fucking an apple pie.
Yeah.
And he's just, what did you tell your mom? We ate it all.
He super glued his hand to his dick.
And he helped it. His daddy was the best father I've ever seen. Right? He has seen war stories because of his fucking son. Listen, we've all been teenagers. We've all done stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with that.
I never bought an anal play stuff on an online.
No starter kit,
but I won't condemn you for doing it. I won't even shame you.
That's the thing, though. I don't think she was at all. It's just he was embarrassed. So like that sounds like more of a personal issue than like it seems like they're open. Like she's opening boxes and not saying, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" Because it's like she's left it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to open your box. You fucking.
I don't know.
Like there's the things that you didn't see and didn't hear.
Yeah.
You fucking nasty son of a.
What if your father found out?
And he's got a better one in there.
And like his dad gets here, like you got this is the bad starter kit. You want the XD starter kit? It's got the massaging balls.
But anything else to add before we head out today?
I'm so fucking tired that I don't even know if this is real.
With that, we will see you guys.
Guess I'll find out when we get demonetized.
Talk to you guys later.